So this video doesn't have a proper intro because it's a follow-up from the last video that I did, which was P2 to P4 in my Scottish School Experience series. I also have nursery and P1 if you're interested in that. I'll link them all below. But this video you're about to watch is P5 to P7. Enjoy! So P5, you were aged 9 to 10, and I had my most favourite teacher ever, but a lot of people don't remember her for some reason. I thought she was hilarious. Like one day she had a sticker on her bum and I remember being like, "Miss, you've got a sticker on your bum," and she went, "Can you peel it off?" And I'm like, peeling this sticker off the teacher's bum, like mortified. And she used to make us sing "Playtime is toilet time, so that we wouldn't ask for the toilet during the class. And I wrote a song in this year called Not Enough Rockin'. It didn't make any sense. It was not enough rockin', you just keep stopping, I can't keep up with you. But I made all my friends like perform it and learn a dance, and we used to perform it in front of the class. Oh god, I just got a horrible flashback. P5 was the year that I really came out my shell and I decided to perform. Like we used to have reading time where the teacher would sit in a little reading nook and we'd sit with our legs crossed and the teacher would read to us. At the end of that she would let us perform and do our songs that we all used to want to do. And I decided to perform Rum Tum Tugger's Scene from Cats. Yeah. The musical Cats, like, you know, like the hot cat. And I, oh my god, I'm so like, it's actually still like, it's one of those cringy memories. And my friend Robin at the time, she like crawled around my legs going meow. I'm doing the routine to Rum Tum Tugger and I'm like proper like swinging my hips round and all this, getting right into it. The Rum Tum Tugger is on for limbo. One of the guys in the class, I remember him laughing so hard, but I sat in front of him, right, I was kneeling on the ground and I started thrusting, and I just always remember this, and I was so innocent and I didn't know what this was. I didn't know what thrusting meant at the time, right, I just did it in his face. Oh, cringe. Then it was P6, we were aged 10 to 11ish. I had another teacher that was pretty nice. I remember her handwriting for some reason. We used to do handwriting on the board, that was another thing. We had little handwriting books and we used to like work on our handwriting. This is the year that I got a typewriter for Christmas and I started proper typing out stories, and I've actually got them here. I'm obviously not going to read them, but like I have like my typewritten stories. I remember me and my friends forcing the guys in the class to dance to S-Club 7's Don't Stop Moving. It just came out this year and it was like this amazing new song that we loved. I still love it. And we made the guys perform a dance routine in front of the class, and I remember like doing all this. Every year the school had a talent show, so because S-Club 7's Don't Stop Moving came out, me and my friends really wanted to perform this at the talent show, but we get told that there was another group of girls that also wanted to perform that song, but only one of us could do it. We could either pair up or one of us could do it, and we'd actually fallen out, so we didn't want to do the dance together. So there was like a big argument over that. And then this was the year that Hearsay came out. I think it was like Pop Stars The Rivals or whatever, or something like that anyway, or Pop Stars, I don't remember. Hearsay were a band that were on that, so we decided instead to do Hearsay's Pure and Simple, complete with proper choreographed routine, and we smashed that. Like I'm still proud of that. That's one of the proudest moments of my life, doing Hearsay Pure and Simple, because I wish it was filmed. It was really good. I was chuffed with that. We also started learning German this year. I remember that. Two of the teachers used to speak German, so they'd come in and teach us German. And I've loved German ever since, actually. So I thought I was like, well, I knew I was like the fastest runner, right? Because I was pure tall and had long legs. But my friend Scott that I play badminton with, he was always quite short and he was also really fast, but I was like, I know I can run faster than Scott. I just know it. So I challenged him to a race after school one day. So as we were all coming out the playground, we thought, right, we'll start racing. Well, didn't I fall? As soon as we said go, I fell flat on my face. I was mortified. But I still think I'm faster than him, so. I have memories of there being a magician in one day, and this magician was called Mr. Dugan. But because he was a magician and he had to appeal to kids, he put his name backwards and changed it to Mr. Nagood. So my second name's Dugan as well, and there's like never any other Dugans, but he was called Mr. Dugan. And then everybody started calling me Nagood because that was his name, so thanks for that, Mr. Nagood. Every year at Christmas we had an ice rink. I just remember this in the lunch hall, and we used to do ice skating. Oh, this year I also did a public speaking competition with a guy from the year above and my friend Robin. We never won, we came in second I think, but I was like so into public speaking and like performing and all that in at this age. Obviously not now, but like back then I was so confident. I wish I had the confidence that I did back then now, because that would be great. So P7 the last year, we were 11 of 12, This was the year before high school, so this was like the last year. Oh, one of the earlier years when one of the teachers was off, we had this younger teacher and she was so strict and she shouted all the time and she terrified us. And I remember quite a lot of people complaining about her, I'm sure, but we had her in P7 and she was actually alright. She's actually pretty nice. She was strict, but like she was good. And this was the year we did the school play, so we did Fiddler on the Roof and I was the wife, I was Golda, and Corey, the guy that fell off the bench, played Tevier, who was my husband. And this was great because it meant we got out of class all the time because we had to rehearse for the show. So we got out of class constantly. It was just a year of skiving. That's all on video as well actually. My mum filmed the play, so that would be another one to get on this on YouTube. I just have this vivid memory, right? I don't know if it's because I've seen the video, but Corey was singing that "If I Were a Rich Man" and he had to do this dance like he does in the film, and he goes diddle deedle diddle deedle diddle dum or whatever. But instead of saying dumb, he went diddle deedle diddle bum dum, and he did that thing where he went bright red again, and I've always remembered that because I thought it was just, it's so cute, it's so funny. Diddle 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 man. One of the other guys that was in the show, he was walking up the stairs and he was went to walk across the stage. I'm sitting on the stage, keeping on, I'm drinking tea, and he just falls across the stage flat on his face. And if you know me, you know I love falls. I've always loved falls. It started at a young age. And I could not control my laughter. Like I was trying to say my lines like as if I was like trying not to do a poo. Like I was proper, oh, I've never had to try not to laugh so much in my life. It was hilarious. Then one of the guys in the play, Zach, he forgot to come on stage at one point. Like we were all, there's a whole bit in the video where we're all just standing for like a couple of minutes at least, like this. There's just silence on stage because it was Zach's turn to speak and he wasn't there. So the woman that ran the play had to come on stage and kid on she was Zach. It was really funny. We had a Leavers dance in P7 where it was like a Kaylee / like Leavers dance where we all get dressed up, and yeah, the guys would like ask the girls to go to the dance. And I remember Jamie, he probably won't remember this, he'll be watching this, you asked me to the dance and I said yes, and then I got scared because I was scared of boys. So then I said no. I told him I changed my mind. I'm sorry about that. He will not remember this. I swear he won't. He never remembers the things that I remember from school. So yeah, Jamie asked me to the dance. I got scared, shat out of it and went myself. And then I had, because I'd said no, I was raging. I had to dance with the one male teacher. We had one male teacher in the whole school and he was this kind of older guy with a grey beard, and I had to dance with him. So good one, Erin, you screwed that up. I remember wearing like goldy brown trousers that were like sort of fake leather with brown boots and this handkerchief cut gold brownish top style. We also went to Gairloch Head on a school trip, and I think it was only like 3 nights or something, and I cried the entire time. This was P7, bear in mind. I was such a homesick kid. Like I used to hate being away from home. There's a whole video of the Gairloch Head trip. I'm in none of it because I spent the entire time crying. I was in this little room with like 6 of my friends, like my best friends, and they were talking too much at night when I was trying to sleep, so I asked to move rooms. Oh, P7, look! Robert Burns, we apparently learned about Robert Burns in P7. There you go. Oh, I totally forgot. Remember I said I started writing stories, so P4 was the birth. Mark's Adventures. I used to make books. It was designed and illustrated by yours truly. So bad. Look at that. It's a witch with a Rangers top on. Oh my god, there's a sticker on the back of this saying A1 Rule. There was a band called A1. I didn't realise that was when they were out. God, this is so weird looking through this. It'd be funny to read this out one day because it is so bad. Like the first line of the book is, Mark was coming home from school. Later it was time for Mark to go to bed. I remember the Leavers show, and do you know what I found, right? I found the script. It's called The Leavers Farewell 2003. And it's like a wee show, so our teacher would come in and she'd be like, welcome everyone, it's nice to see so many parents here, blah blah, and then she'd read off the register. Oh, I think maybe I was the teacher then, because my name's not in it, so maybe I was the teacher. So much fun. And then they played, I think it was either Proud by Heather Small or Search for the Hero Inside Yourself, like that song, and everybody was crying. And then they played Over the Rainbow and everybody was crying more and showing little clips of like us over the primary years, and that video is still floating about somewhere. Somebody, I feel like Corey or someone's got it, I can't think who. I found some stuff, right? I found this old school book that we get given on our last day, and it says like the class and staff, this book is presented to Erin Dugan on the occasion of completing primary school, and it's got everybody's signatures in it. Everybody's saying things like follow your dreams, blah blah, phone numbers and stuff, house phones. Good luck, Amy. Scott, have fun at high school, Erin. Even though we all went to high school together, we all acted as if we were never going to see each other again, and then we all just went to school together. But then all the teachers signed it, and I loved my P5 teachers, or it was P4 actually. She wrote, Erin, you'll do well in whatever you do. When you're famous, remember us. So I asked Amy, my friend, after this, I was like, is there anything that you can remember from primary that I don't remember? And she said, well, we went to plant trees, and we can't figure out what year it was, but there was one year the class went on a school trip and we planted trees, and I can't remember where it was, but I think that's such a cool school trip. As for like working stuff, stuff we learned about, obviously Robert Burns was one of them. I remember we learned about the Clydebank Blitz. Amy said the rainforest was a topic in P5. I remember we learned about Vikings and stuff. We went to Vikingar as a school trip, which is in Largs. So I think that might be shut now, or I don't know actually. We did a lot of writing, and there was like Star Writer Awards and stuff. I've got all my Star Writer stories here, which is mad. I remember Friday was always mental maths. I used to dread a Friday because mental maths was, I'm not good at maths, right? I'm bad with numbers. In mental maths, I used to do the worst in the class, I swear, like every time. Just remember always dreading a Friday because it was mental maths day and it was horrible. And I don't know if you remember, but we had a thing called SRA. Don't know what it stands for, but it was just a reading exercise where like there was different little coloured cards, like different levels, and everybody cheated on it. Little cards that you had to read stories on and answer questions about it. It was fun. I feel like I've forgotten a lot about primary school, but all in all, I loved primary. Like, I loved it so much. I have the class pictures. This is me in P7, looking up at the ceiling like a weirdo. P4, again here, with my eyes shut. And then this is P1, and this is P1. It was black and white because that's how old I am. And I'm at the top with half a fringe. Another thing, I found these old things. One was this medal that said the Queen's Golden Jubilee 2002. And then one that said Millennium 2000. How cute. And I also found P7 school jumper that everybody signed. And I love it, it's hilarious because my friend Scott had this mad signature. Where is it? So this is Scott's signature here. I feel like it's probably still the same. Hilarious. I'm gonna keep it on. That is my Scottish school experience. I will do high school. So if anybody from my high school has any memories whatsoever, hit me up please, because I've got a bad memory. High school was mental. High school was crazy. It'll need to be in a series again. But thanks very much for watching. You can follow me on all my social media. I'll link everything down below. Hit the wee bell if you want to get notified of when I upload videos, and be sure to subscribe if you enjoy my videos. Bye!